Welcome. It's One Sir Grove. I am host of this show, program, podcast, C4CW, casting 495 celebrities worldwide. If you are true fans of this show, then we 495 are most certainly appreciative of you. That is, we appreciate you. According to Fox News and media sources, a vaccine has been created for the coronavirus. Again, according to Fox News, a coronavirus vaccine has been created. And the basic bottom line from what I've read and that I will share with you, the audience, is that two things. One, well, first of all, please read the article. Go to Fox News, read the article. Let me see if I can still see where the, do I still have it open here? At any rate, it's right there on Fox News. Let me see. Hold on. One moment. I had the window open here. All right. Fox News, and then scanning down. Yeah, right here. It says, quote, "We're confident. Pharma CEO tells America's newsroom coronavirus vaccine ready for testing." Again, Fox News today. Today is 9 March 2020. It's the year 2020. It's the 9th day of March. And here at Fox News Online, you'll see this article. Headline news, quote, "We're confident. Pharma CEO tells America's newsroom coronavirus vaccine ready for testing." If you read that article, it becomes very clear that a vaccine is in the works. And it says that, again, the basic summary is that the company claims that a vaccine can be made available to the public within 18 months. So that's under a year, albeit here's number two of number one. They were saying that if, and this is a stretch, but if the government declares that it is a pandemic, then that changes everything. And in that situation, parameters are such that the government may allow for animal to human testing within 4 weeks, as opposed to the length of time that is much longer without it being a pandemic. So that's the basic bottom line. Again, someone sleeping out there, not paying attention so much. If the government, for whatever reason, declares the coronavirus situation to be a pandemic, which it currently is not at the time of this recording, but if the government were to declare the coronavirus a pandemic, which if it's not, it's not, but if our government declares that it is, then the amount of time that it ordinarily takes to produce a vaccine, which, as stated, is approximately 18 months, so just slightly over a year. The more I think about it, that's a year and a fucking half, as opposed to 1 year. I apologize if I misspoke earlier. I just wanted to get this information out sooner than later. 18 months, 1.5 years, 1.5 years, that seems a bit far out with regard to something as serious as the coronavirus, albeit if the government says, look, it seems crazy on the surface, people are hoarding toilet paper in some places and hand sanitizer, which is preposterous, which is ludicrous. And I heard on the radio selling rolls of toilet paper, that's bath tissue, for $100 a roll. Come on, dude. Please stop that. That is terrible for you, humans, and wherever you live, your community. That's not happening where I am. Please stop doing that. People need to stop fear-mongering. They need to stop fear-mongering. Fear-mongering needs to be eschewed throughout the public space, public domain, in society. People need to stop fear-mongering. It needs to be frowned upon. And anyone who's doing it needs to stop and be stopped by way of government authorities, those in power, leadership, across the board, because it's absurd. And there are people who for whatever reason, they're unable to discern on their own the truth of the matter and what is taking place, what is occurring, what is happening in society. And they read these blogs, they hear from word of mouth these rumors and things that are ridiculous, and they're completely false and untrue. People need to fucking stop fear-mongering. So again, at this point, the government is still saying, okay, coronavirus in whatever area doubled overnight from whatever number it was to another number. That doesn't mean that it isn't going to burn out and spin itself out, as Rush Limbaugh pointed out earlier today on his show. And as I had pointed out, and as others have pointed out, with the increase in temperature, sunlight, warmth, heat, humidity, the coronavirus does not like that. And so there's a timer, there's a timeout where it ends and it inactivates and it stops. It's a virus. It can't exist indefinitely, perpetually, forever. So in that, knowing that, summer's coming up, it's getting warmer in a lot of places, and as it heats up, and as the virus dies off, ultimately over time, a vaccine, in the meantime, in the interim, has been created in some laboratory setting, but in order for it to be able to be accessible to and by humans, it has to undergo, by law, federal government law, animal testing, and then human testing. And again, that length of time, that period, that trial period, can be shortened if the government declares it a pandemic. But if it's not a pandemic, despite what people to the contrary want you to believe, people want you to believe to the contrary. If it's not true, then it should not be deemed a pandemic, if it is not. So that is the overview of the situation. I just wanted to connect with you, the audience, America, and our allies as soon as humanly possible to get that information out to the public, to our supporters, to raise awareness. On Once Grove, remain vigilant. This is C4CW. Thanks for tuning in to another episode.